Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we unpack a stack of sources to bring you the most important nuggets of knowledge and insight. Today, we're diving deep into the often underestimated universe of white wines. If you've ever thought of them as just, simple or maybe less complex than red, get ready to rethink basically everything. White wines offer this astonishing spectrum of styles, aromas, textures. It can absolutely rival reds, sometimes even surpass them.
Yeah, that's really our mission today. To guide you through this world, pull out some surprising facts, maybe have a bit of fun along the way. We want to show you why white wines are anything but simple. They're incredibly complex.
Absolutely. So we're going to journey from, what is a white wine fundamentally? Then explore the huge diversity of grapes, how they show up around the globe. We'll peek behind the curtain at winemaking, tour some famous regions, and finally figure out how to really appreciate them, pair them with food. So let's get this deep dive started. What, at its core, truly defines a white wine?
Okay, fundamentally, it's made by fermenting grape juice without much contact with the grape skins. That's the big difference from reds or races, which get their color and tannins from that skin contact. It's all about separating the juice early on.
And here's something that always gets people. The surprising fact that some white wines, like Blanc de Noir in Champagne, they can actually be made from dark-skinned grapes. Pinot Noir, for example.
Yeah.
That just completely flips what most people assume, right? It shows it's not the grape's skin color.
Exactly. It's about contact time, or rather the lack of it. The winemaker deliberately presses the grapes gently and quickly to avoid extracting color.
Okay, got it. Precision.
And that precision connects to another key thing, acidity. It's the backbone of pretty much every white wine. It gives it that liveliness, that refreshing quality we love. Without good acidity, a white wine just feels flat, dull. It's also crucial for balance, and interestingly, for aging potential too.
Right, so that zingy feeling.
Yeah.
That's the acidity working its magic. Okay, so what shapes the wine's personality out in the vineyard? Our sources kept bringing up one word.
Terroir.
Terroir. It's kind of the fingerprint of the place. Everything rolled into one. Climate, soil, the slope of the land, sun exposure, even the human choices.
You see it so clearly with Chardonnay, don't you? Like a Chablis from France, cool climate, limestone soils, very crisp, mineral.
Yeah, totally different from, say, a warm climate California Chardonnay, which might be much richer, more tropical fruit. Same grape, wildly different wines.
So climate is like the conductor.
Absolutely. Climate is the maestro. Cool climates, they preserve acidity, give you those citrus, mineral, floral notes. Think Loire Valley, Alsace. Warmer climates, they ripen the grapes more, leading to tropical fruit, stone fruit, maybe honey notes. California often fits this. It's not just heat, though. It's about the day-night temperature swings, too.
And the ground itself, the soil, that's huge for minerality, right? Oh, massively. Different soils do different things. Limestone often means good drainage, leading to that crisp minerality. Clay holds more water, potentially giving more body. Granite or schist, often linked to mineral character and acidity again. It's literally the earth speaking through the wine.
And altitude, how does that play in?
Altitude is fascinating, especially in hotter places. Higher up means bigger swings between day and night temperatures. Those cool nights are gold for white grapes. They hang on to their acidity, develop complex flavors. Even while the sunny days build sugar, it's like nature's balancing act.
And then there's the human element, viticulture.
Right. The decisions in the vineyard matter hugely. Pruning, managing the leaves, maybe removing some for sun, desforla they call it, or keeping shade, controlling the yield, thinning clusters relio.
And the big one, deciding when to harvest. That balance of sugar, acid, flavor, maturity.
Precisely. Get it wrong, and the wine can taste green or, well, overcooked.
Okay, let's trace the vine cycle for white grapes. It starts with bud break.
Yeah, bud break in spring, it's the vine waking up, but it's vulnerable. Then late frosts can be devastating for those tiny buds.
Then flowering and fruit set. That's when the potential crop size is determined.
Exactly. It's the promise of the harvest. But bad weather here, rain, wind, can mean fewer flowers actually become grapes. Crucial stage.
Then comes veraison, the color change.
Yep, veraison. The green berries start turning yellowish or golden. They soften up. It signals the vine's shifting focus to ripening the fruit.
And maturation itself. This seems like the make or break phase for white grapes.
It really is. You're aiming for this perfect balance. Enough sugar for the alcohol level, acidity dropping, but not too much. And crucially, developing aromatic precursors. These are the compounds that aren't aromatic yet.
Okay.
But during fermentation, bam, they transform into all those lovely fruit and floral smells. That's where the wine's primary character comes from.
And finally, the harvest. You mentioned picking at night.
Often, yes. Especially in warmer regions, night or early morning. keeps the grapes cool, preserves that precious acidity, and stops oxidation before it starts. Winemakers are constantly checking lab tests, yes, but also just tasting the berries right off the vine. They're looking for that perfect moment of balance. It's an art.
Okay, fundamentals down. Vine cycle covered. Let's talk about the stars, the grape varieties, starting with the queen, Chardonnay.
Chardonnay, the chameleon queen, absolutely. Originated in Burgundy, but it's everywhere now because it's just so adaptable and makes fantastic wine in so many styles.
And those styles vary wildly. Burgundy itself shows the range. Chablis, lean, mineral, citrusy, usually no oak, pure terroir expression.
Then south to the Côte de Beaune Massol, Pouilly-Montrachet. Much richer, often oak-aged, notes of hazelnut, butter, brioche, can age for ages.
Contrast that with, say, California, often bolder, more tropical fruit, pineapple, mango, and that distinct vanilla or toast from new oak, plus malolactic fermentation giving that.
That classic buttery Chardonnay character. Though, yeah, many producers there are pulling back a bit now, aiming for more balance, less overt oak.
Australia, too. Margaret River, Yarra Valley, producing some really elegant acid-driven Chardonnays alongside the richer styles. And it's amazing how winemaking tools shape it. Stainless steel for freshness, oak for complexity, even those concrete eggs.
Concrete eggs are cool. They offer that slow oxygen exposure like barrels, but without the oak flavor. Great for texture and purity.
All right, next up, Sauvignon Blanc, the aromatic one.
The aromatic powerhouse, yeah. From the Loire Valley originally, but New Zealand, specifically Marlborough, really put it on the global map, changed the game.
And the styles are poles apart. Sancerre, Pouilly-Fumé in the Loire, elegant, dry, flinty, maybe subtle citrus, that green asparagus note.
Very refined. Then you jump to Marlborough, and it's an explosion. Intense passion fruit, guava, maybe blackcurrant leaf, cut grass. And yeah, that infamous cat pea note.
Which is actually a good thing in this context.
It is. It comes from compounds called pyrazines. They give the green herbaceous notes. Then thiols give the tropical fruit punch. That combo is classic Marlborough savvy, always with that zippy acidity.
Okay, moving to Germany. Riesling, noble and versatile.
Oh, Riesling, a personal favorite. Incredibly expressive of its place, amazing aging potential, just fantastic.
And the range of styles is just huge, isn't it? From bone-dry Trocken to off-dry fine herb, all the way through the sweet levels. Spätlese, Auslese, BA, TBA, Eiswein.
Based on ripeness, noble rot, or even frozen grapes, it covers the whole spectrum.
And that aging signature. The petrol note.
Yep, TDN is the compound. High acidity lets Riesling age for decades, developing these complex, honeyed, nutty, and yes, sometimes petrol or kerosene notes. It sounds odd, but in a well-aged Riesling, it's complex and fascinating.
Then there's Pinot Grigio, or Gris, two personalities.
Definitely. It's a mutation of Pinot Noir. In Italy, as Pinot Grigio, it's usually light, crisp, simple, refreshing. Green apple, pear maybe, drink it young.
But in Alsace, as Pinot Gris.
Much richer, more body, more aromatic complexity, sometimes a touch of sweetness. Dried fruit, honey, smoky notes, spices can age quite well. Oregon and New Zealand often land somewhere in between.
What about Chenin Blanc from the Loire?
Ah, Chenin, another versatile star. Vouvray, Sauvignon. It can be dry and steely with quince and apple, or demi-sec with honey and apricot, or incredibly sweet and long-lived, the Malou or Liquoreux styles, often with noble rot, plus great sparkling wine. Always has that high acidity, key to its flexibility and age-worthiness.
Okay, speeding up a bit. Albarino Alvernino, coastal star.
Yeah, Spain's Ries Baixá, Portugal's Vinho Verde, super fresh, vibrant acidity, grapefruit, lemon, floral notes, and this distinctive salty mineral tang. Perfect with seafood.
Gewürztraminer, the aromatic exotic one.
Alsace is its heartland. Intense lychee, rose petals, ginger, nutmeg aromas, often full-bodied, high alcohol, lower acidity, can be dry or off-dry. Very distinctive.
So many others we could mention. Viognier.
Full-bodied, aromatic apricot, peach, floral, sometimes a bit oily texture. Condry in the Rhone is famous for it.
Semillon.
Key and Bordeaux, both dry whites, adds body. And the legendary sweet rinds of Sautins gets that honeyed, waxy character with noble rot. Ages forever.
Gruner Veltliner.
Austria's signature white pepper, lentil, citrus notes, great food wine.
Vermentino.
Mediterranean vibes, saline, herbal rosemary, thyme citrus. Think Sardinia, Liguria, Provence.
Arganega.
That's the grape of Soave in Veneto, Italy. Almond, subtle floral notes can develop nicely.
Godello Verdeo. So many exciting grapes.
Absolutely. Godella from Spain, structured, mineral. Verdejo from Rueda, herbaceous, slightly bitter finish. The list goes on.
Incredible variety. Okay, now let's get into the art of actually making white wine. This is where the winemaker really shapes the final product, right?
Definitely. It starts right at harvest and reception. We talked about night harvesting. Gentle handling in small bins is also key. No bruised fruit.
Then pressing. Gentle is the word.
Very gentle. Usually whole cluster pressing or using pneumatic presses that inflate a bag slowly. You want pure juice, minimal extraction of harsh stuff from skins or seeds. That first free-run juice is often considered the best.
After pressing, the juice isn't perfectly clear yet, right? Clarification.
Right, it's cloudy that's the must. Needs clarifying. Often done by cold settling, just chilling the juice so solids drop out. Or flotation, centrifugation. Sometimes enzymes are used. Goal is clean juice for clean fermentation.
And fermentation. You mentioned temperature control is crucial for whites.
Absolutely critical. Low temperatures, say 12 to 20 Celsius, are key. Why? To preserve those delicate, volatile aroma compounds the fruity, floral notes. Ferment too warm and they literally evaporate. You lose complexity, get cooked flavors. Slow and cool is the mantra for aromatic whites.
What about the yeasts? Wild versus cultured?
Big decision. Selected yeast give control, consistency, maybe enhance certain aromas. Predictable. Indigenous or wild yeasts from the vineyard can give more complexity, unique character, stronger terroir link, but riskier might ferment slowly, stall, or produce off flavors. It's a philosophical choice too.
And where does fermentation happen? Steel tanks? Barrels?
Depends on the goal. Stainless steel preserves fruit purity, freshness, easy temperature control, very common. Oak barrels add complexity, vanilla, toast, spice plus texture, subtle oxygen exposure, think classic Chardonnay. And concrete, like those eggs. Great temperature stability, gentle oxygen like oak, but no wood flavor. Enhances texture, purity, seeing more of these.
Okay, actually the main fermentation, sometimes there's another one, malolactic, the butter transformation.
Yeah, FML or mallow. It's actually a bacteria converting sharp malic acid, think green apple, into softer lactic acid, think milk.
Like it literally makes the wine feel softer, creamier.
Exactly. Reduces perceived acidity, adds body, and often produces that buttery note from diacetyl. Classic for many Chardonnays, especially New World. But if you want to keep that crisp, zingy acidity and bright fruit like in Sauvignon Blanc, Riesling, Pinot Grigio, you actively prevent FML from happening, usually by chilling the wine or adding sulfur dioxide.
Then comes aging. Oak is a big factor here.
Huge. New oak gives more flavor, vanilla, spice, toast than used oak. French oak tends to be more subtle. American oak often bolder, more Manila coconut. Barrel size matters too. But aging isn't just about oak. There's batonnage.
Stirring the lees, the dead yeast cells.
Right. Stirring them up releases compounds back into the wine, adds complexity, bready, nutty notes, improves texture, makes it feel richer, creamier. It's called autolysis.
And sur lie aging is related.
Yes. Sur lie just means aging on the lees, usually the fine lees, without necessarily stirring often. Gives similar benefits, texture, complexity, stability, but maybe more subtly. Or you can age in inert tanks, steel or concrete, to just preserve the primary fruit and freshness.
And before bottling, stabilization and filtration, making sure it looks good and stays stable.
Yep. Cold stabilization prevents tartrate crystals, wine diamonds, from forming later in the bottle. Protein stabilization, often using bentonite clay, prevents haziness if the wine gets warm.
And filtration, removes particles.
Removes particles, yeast, bacteria. Can range from gentle to sterile filtration. There's a debate, though. Some feel heavy filtration can strip some character or texture, so winemakers have to balance that desire for perfect clarity and stability with wanting to retain the wine's authentic soul. It's a tricky line to walk.
Okay, wow. It's a lot that goes into it. Let's zoom out again and do a quick tour of some great white wine regions. France first, naturally.
France, yeah. Burgundy for Chardonnay, Chablis for mineral, Côte de Beaune for rich, oaky styles, Loire Valley Sancerre, Pot de Fumé for Sauvignon Blanc, Vouvray, Savinière for Chenin Blanc in all its forms. Alsace, amazing Riesling, Gewürztraminer, Pinot Gris, often drier and richer than German versions, and Bordeaux dry Sauvignon Blanc Semillon blends, plus the incredible sweet Sauterne from noble rot-affected grapes.
Italy, beyond Pinot Grigio.
Oh, absolutely. Alto Adige and Friuli in the north do great Pinot Grigio, yes, but also Sauvignon Blanc, Pinot Bianco. Veneto has Soave, Garganega grape. Sicily's really exciting now with native grapes like Grillo, Catarrado, lots of character.
Germany is Riesling Central.
Predominantly, yes. Mosel, Rheingau, Pfalz, Incredible Rieslings, dry grosses Gewächs or Gigi to intensely sweet. Also good Pinot Blanc, Weißburgunder, and Pinot Gris, Grauburgunder.
Austria?
Gruner Veltliner is king, especially from Wachau. Distinctive white pepper note, also great Riesling.
New Zealand?
Marlborough, Sauvignon Blanc phenomenon, but they're also doing really good Chardonnay, Pinot Gris, Riesling elsewhere. Diverse. Margaret River for elegant Chardonnay and Semillon Sauvignon blends. Clare Valley and Eden Valley for classic dry Riesling that ages beautifully. Adelaide Hills for cool climate finesse. California has it all for Chardonnay, from buttery to lean. Also great Sauvignon Blanc, sometimes called Fumé Blanc if oaked. Oregon is a star for Pinot Gris, also elegant Chardonnay. Washington State makes high-quality Riesling, Chardonnay, Pinot Gris too.
South Africa?
Chenin Blanc, often called Steen there, especially old vine versions, is fantastic. Also, excellent Sauvignon Blanc and Chardonnay.
South America?
Chile's Casablanca Valley, cool coastal spot, great for crisp Sauvignon Blanc and Chardonnay. Argentina's high-altitude regions like the Uco Valley are producing stunning mineral Chardonnays due to those big day-night temperature swings. It's a truly global scene.
What a tour. Okay, the best part now. Tasting and pairing. How do we decode what's in the glass?
Sensory analysis. Start with your eyes. Color tells you about age, maybe grape variety or oak use, clarity. Those legs or tears hint at alcohol.
And smell. The aromas. Primary, secondary, tertiary.
Exactly. Primary from the Grape terroir. Fruit, flowers, herbs, minerals. Secondary from winemaking. Jetzt notes like bread or brioche from lees contact. Buttery notes from malolactic fermentation. Tertiary from aging. Oak notes like vanilla, spice, or developed notes like honey, nuts, dried fruit, or that petrol note in old Riesling. It's layers of history in the glass.
And finally, tasting. What are we looking for on the palate?
Key things. Acidity, is it sharp, soft, balanced? Body light, medium, full. Texture, crisp, creamy, oily. Also sweetness level, bone dry to sweet. Alcohol warmth and the finish, how long do the flavors linger? It's the whole package.
Okay, putting it all together with food. The art of pairing.
Yeah.
Any golden rules?
A few good guidelines. Acidity cuts richness, cleanses the palate great with fatty fish or creamy sauces. Sweetness, wine should generally be as sweet or sweeter than the food. Crucial with desserts, but also balances spice. Match intensity. Light wine with light food, bold wine with bold food. Match flavors too, aromatic wine with aromatic food. And think about texture creamy with creamy or crisp with crispy for contrast.
Give us some quick pairings. Seafood.
Classic. Sauvignon Blanc with oysters or goat cheese. Unoaked Chardonnay or Albarino with grilled fish or scallops. Richer, oaked Chardonnay with lobster or roast chicken.
Poultry. Cheese.
Lightly oaked Chardonnay for chicken, maybe Viognier or Alsace Pinot Gris for duck. Cheeses, Sauv Blanc goat cheese, Chardonnay Brie, sweet Riesling, or Sauterne is blue cheese. Always fun to experiment.
Vegetarian?
Lots of options. Sauvignon Blanc or Gruner Veltliner for salads, green veggies. Fuller Chardonnay or Chenin for mushroom dishes, risottos.
What about spicy Asian food?
Off-dry Riesling is often brilliant. Gewürztraminer too. The sweetness balances the heat and the aromatics match the spices.
Mediterranean.
Mexican.
Mediterranean, think Vermentino, Albarino, Greek whites like Assyrtiko, fresh saline notes work well. Mexican Latin crisp Sauvignon Blanc or Albarino for ceviche, fish tacos, cuts through spice, matches citrus.
Great suggestions. Okay, let's wrap up by looking at the market and the future. What are the big trends? We're definitely seeing growth in demand for lighter, fresher styles. Lower alcohol is a trend too. Huge interest in native, indigenous grapes. People want unique flavors, stories. And then there's the whole natural wine and orange wine movement that's really shaking things up.
Orange wines, white grapes fermented with their skins, like reds.
Exactly. It gives them amber color, more texture, different flavor profile, sometimes savory, nutty. It's all about authenticity, minimal intervention for many producers and consumers. It's bringing a new dimension.
Sustainability is huge, too, right?
Massive. Organic, biodynamic farming, water saving, reducing carbon footprints, biodiversity. It's becoming standard practice for quality producers. And these practices often lead to pure, more expressive wines, plus adapting to climate change, new varieties, higher altitude.
Innovation continues as well.
Constantly. New disease-resistant grapes like PIWIs, rediscovering old techniques like amphorae alongside modern tech like precision viticulture drones, sensors in the vineyard, all aimed at better quality and expression.
What are the challenges facing white wines?
Well, competition is fierce globally. And that lingering perception, the myth that whites are simple or don't age well, that needs constant challenging. Plus, trying to break out of the summer-only box for many styles.
Well, lots of opportunities, too.
Definitely. Their food pairing versatility is incredible, maybe even more flexible than red sometimes. Some white varieties handle heat surprisingly well, and consumers are interested in new things, in exploring. Orange wines prove that, and we're seeing premiumization, people willing to spend more on high-quality, complex, age-worthy whites. That's really encouraging.
So as we bring this deep dive to a close, the big takeaway is white wines are anything but simple.
Absolutely. It's a vast, dynamic, incredibly rewarding world. So much depth, diversity, and potential for delicious pairings.
We really hope we've encouraged you to maybe step outside your comfort zone, try a grape you haven't heard of, or a style you thought wasn't for you.
Yeah, explore. There are amazing stories and flavors waiting to be discovered.
So as you uncork your next bottle, maybe pause and consider this. What intricate story of place, craft, and evolution will your glass of white wine tell?